Hey y'all. Tonight I want to work on something a little bit different. I want to work on something that's a little more vintage, a little bit gothic, a little bit grungy. I have 4 different kits that I've printed some of the pages from that are available over on Etsy. These are all by Tailor Made Journals. The first kit that I'm going to show you is called Belladonna, and there are 47 pages in this kit, and it is a gorgeous kit. Here are some of the pages. The fonts and the writing are really pretty, and she created these vintage ladies that have different pieces of jewelry and lace. You can see she has a lace headpiece as well. So I printed out some of these. There are dark florals, pearls, more lace. There's some leaves here and a vintage document in the background. Really pretty kit. Again, it's called Belladonna, and if you are on my YouTube channel, I will link all the information for these kits below. And then I printed this one in half size. So I'll be using some of these. I also printed some pages from her kit called Nature's Mosaic. And they all come with these cover sheets that show some of the pages in the kit. They won't show all the pages. Like, there are 30 pages in this kit. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, this one does show all 30. Anyway, they don't always show all the pages in the kit. But these are really cool for cutting the pieces out and using them as faux stamps, or making mini books, using them as embellishments. So let me show you some of the pages from this kit. Some pages have color, some pages don't. I mostly wanted the pages that didn't have color. Because I want to use these, I think, as background pieces. I'm either going to be making journaling cards or tags, more than likely. Just going to do just some stuff on the fly, whatever comes to me. And then I have this kit, also by Tailor Made Journals, called Gothic Lace. And this is set 2. And this one has 38 pages in the kit. And these are some of the pages. Very grungy. A lot of lace, frames, doilies, peeling paint. Very vintage. This looks like a cast iron plate, like a wall plate cover or fireplace cover, door cover. Really pretty. These are crocheted pieces. And then this was a misprint. I ran out of ink, so I'll use some of these, and then I'll lose this section. But again, just really pretty. And this was one that I printed smaller. And then I also printed some pictures from her Hauntingly Gothic Vintage Photos kit. There's 36 pages in here. There are some witchy images, some vintage images, some children. I already cut quite a few of these out. I love the boys holding the newspapers. There are some men included in the kit, which is hard to find. It's hard to find kits with men in them. More of these little newspaper boys. I chose quite a few of the images with crows. So I printed all of these out. This one didn't print correctly and I tore it, trying to tear around it. So, but I'm still gonna keep it. I may use it. Again, this was a misprint, but I chose to go ahead and keep this image. And then there are also some older women in this kit, which I really like. So I'm gonna be using some of these. And I have some cardstock that doesn't fold well. Doesn't like to be folded. And I'll warn you which cardstock it is because I bought 2 packages of it. It's this Astrobites cardstock in these particular colors. Now this lighter color, this light color, folds okay as long as you're not folding it back and forth. So like if you're making a flippy page, this isn't gonna work. It's eventually gonna crack. But all of these do crack. One fold and it's already trying to crack. But I like the colors, so I'm gonna use these as backing papers for things that aren't going to be folded. And I lost some videos, so we're gonna pick up right in the middle of me trying to figure out how I wanna make some tags. And I decided to use the newspaper boys first. And I'm just flipping through all the pages, trying to figure out what the flow of these tags is going to be, the background designs that I want, doing some layering, and I'm using some distress oxide ink and gathered twigs to distress the edges of the tags and darken around the images. I also end up using some of it to darken some of the backgrounds a little bit. And here I'm using the tag shape and drawing around it with pencil so that I can choose the specific graphics that I want to use for the back of this tag. And at the end of this video, I will show a close-up of all the tags that I made in this crafting session. Okay, now that I have kind of figured out how this is gonna go for me, I went ahead and cut just a whole stack of tags, all this size, so I can build on these. And I want to use, where's the other paper boy? There's another paper boy. So I don't want to use him. Let me find paper I am happy with him. So eventually I did find a paper I was happy with. And while I chose the paper that I wanted to use, I also wanted to keep that flower, so I tore around the flower. Glued that to my tag, cut around it, inked around the little newspaper boy, inked around the tag, and then I darkened that background a little bit. It was a little bit too bright, and got him glued on. And I'm kind of happy right now with these simple tags until I put them into a journal somewhere. Now, I did end up making 3 more tags in this session, but did not get those on video. I thought I was recording and I was not, so I will show those also at the end of this video. I am also going to be filming some more videos using these images and papers, the ones that I showcased at the beginning of this video. So please be on the lookout for those. Thanks for watching, y'all.